Hi guys! Hi, thank you for joining me. Today we are going to talk about 4 must know body measurements. Thank you for joining me. It is so important, because when we shop online or we shop in store, the main concern is it going to fit me? So let's solve that today by doing this video together. So 4 must know body measurements with me. Before we start this video, please tell me, where are you watching me from? Are you watching me from California or Boston or New York or Florida? Where? Put it in the comments. If you're watching me live, tell me where you're watching this video from. It is super helpful and super fun for me to see that. If you're watching it on replay, then just write replay and watching it from Boston or, Stockholm, Sweden, wherever. I love seeing that. And of course, before we start 4 body measurements, if we haven't met before, my name is Sandhya Garg. You may or may not have seen me on Project Runway Season 13, your favorite Tim and Heidi fashion runway show, which has been going on for 19-20 seasons now. So I was on season 13 that had the Rainway Challenge. It was a super fun season. Hey, you know someone who likes Project Runway? Tag them in the comments below. Or if you are a Project Runway fan, do follow my page, Sandhya Garg. A little bit more about me. I have been designing and creating clothes since I was 9 years old. I started by creating clothes for my Barbie dolls, and now after 2 fashion degrees, a successful stint on Project Runway, and having a brand for last few years, I kind of, know a bit about 1 or 2 things about fashion. So that's why you should listen to me or what I have to say. I'm just kidding with you. Okay, so let's get into 4 must know body measurements that would be so helpful for you when you shop online or go to a store to shop once COVID is over. So the most basic first body measurement is your height. Yes, it's as simple as that. Your height. We don't even realize it, but sometimes we are so particular about where our dress ends or where our top or trousers end, and we need to pay attention, especially when we are buying online. So we need to make sure we know how tall we are. I am about 5'5", and what helps to know your body height is, first of all, your complete height. But of course, you don't wear clothes on your face or your neck. So what fashion designers do, or what tailors or technicians who create clothes do, we measure from HSP. So HSP is highest shoulder point, which is right here, and you want to measure from here, uh, go straight down over your bust until your knee level. And once you have that measurement, you can just stand straight and stretch the measuring tape and tell someone to see where it ends. So once you know your knee level, and if you want to buy a mini dress, so say a standard HSP to knee level is about 36 inch, and the dress length is 34, so that's 2 inches above your knee. So you would know if you are comfortable with 2 inch above your knee, or if it's a midi dress which is below your knee level, if you're okay wearing a dress that's about 38 inches long. Does it make sense? And if you love wearing a maxi dress, then you want to measure from HSP to your ankle length. And that way, whenever you buy a maxi dress, that's the measurement you want. And height remains the same. We all stop growing after a certain point of time. So this is one measurement that is one and done. You measure your height, you measure your HSP to knee or HSP to ankle length. Write it down, on put it somewhere safe in your phone, on your fridge, and you're set. Let me show it again on the dress form. So HSP right here, I start with the first inch. See that first inch right here? HSP above the bust down to the knee level, and for a maxi dress to the ankle length. That would give you your full length. Did you know that? Isn't that cool? If you did know that, give me a thumbs up in the emojis below. Give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't know that, give me a wow. I love a wow face. So that's the first out of four. Now, let's go to the second important, one of the most important body measurements. And again, these measurements can apply to kids, to adult men, to women, to juniors. You can do it with any size, any person, any human. So it's not restricted to women only. Let's talk about the second measurement. Second, your chest, your full chest, or your bust size. So you want to take your measuring tape. Again, start with 1. Sometimes it starts with 0, so you want to make sure you start with 1. The uh, fullness of your bust, you want to make sure you've got it all. It's about 2 inches below your armhole. And get your bust size. So I have mine right here. Can you see that? 37 inch. So I'm going to write it down. So my full chest or my full bust is 37. So we write it down. Make a note. Height, bust, full chest, bust or full chest, anything. That's your measurement number 2. Now that's super important because a lot of times, whether it comes to a European sizing or American sizing, although the numbers small, medium, large, or size 2, size 4, they differ for each and every brand. The measurements included in those sizes are different. So once you know in inches or in centimeters what your full bust is, you could translate into any size chart. Make sense? Is that helpful? And if there is anything confusing here, just put it in comments below. So right now I measured. The measuring tape has inches and centimeters on the other side. So my bust, all round bust, is about 37 inch, which in centimeters is about 94 centimeters. It's as easy as that, as simple as that. So you've got your full height, HSP to knee length. For me, HSP to knee is 36 inch. And from HSP to ankle, for me, that is about 55 inches. So I have that now. When I go shop online, I know what is the maxi dress length I'm looking for, or what is a mini dress length that I'm looking for, so that I'm not surprised when I get a dress and I'm like, oh my God, that's too short, or oh my God, that mini dress is too long on me. So you can shop more confidently next time when you know your body measurements. Okay, so the third body measurement, that is super important, super, super important. Before I get to the third body measurement, guys, if you like what you see here, I create live videos that are super helpful for people every Friday at 10 a.m. Come watch me live. Follow my page, Sandhya Garg, or you can also see my work on www.sandhyagarg.com. I create one-of-a-kind dresses. You're sure to love them. Or just follow my page and see what lives I do. And if you find them helpful, do like the video. Third body measurement. Natural waist. Yes. So we'll do the waist in 2 parts. I'm going to do the natural waist and the lower waist, because both the measurements are important, but you can put them, natural waist NW and lower waist as LW, and have that kept safe so that next time you're shopping, it's easy for you. So let's start. So natural waist is usually about anywhere between 14 to 17 inches from your torso, from the HSP, but at the same time it's also the narrowest point on your body. So let me just step on a stool. Can you see my waist here? So this is where I've tied my belt. All my belts are naturally tied here, so it's hard to miss your natural waist. So right here, so my natural waist is about 30 inches. Can you see that? All round, and you don't have to make it super tight. See, I'm running a finger through it. So all round 30 inches or 76 centimeter. So that's my natural waist. Natural waist is 30 inches or 76 centimeters. So you can write both of them so that you know if you're shopping abroad and you're shopping in centimeters. US is usually in inches. It's super helpful. So that was natural waist. Let's write it down. Okay, now for the lower waist. So lower waist is usually, again, I'm going to step on the stool so you can see me. So lower waist is usually right here, where you probably would wear your trousers, your denims, or your skirts, or your top would end. So for me, that is about 37 and a half comfortably. Or if you want to go even more low and see, that's about 38 inches. So that's my lower waist, 38. So when you're buying your denims or your trousers, it's helpful to see, because if you tie your pants here at not a high natural waist, but on a regular waist, this is what you want to keep in mind. So that's 37 and a half for me. So that's my natural waist. I'm going to write natural waist 37 and a half. Now guys, like my measurements are standard large size measurements in US. It's a bit smaller and larger, but it's like I fit mostly into a medium or a large, so that's always helpful to know. So now that we have our bust, natural waist, lower waist, and full height measurement, we have to do the last fourth measurement. Guys, before I do the fourth measurement, I would love to hear, what did you measure? What was your size? Or what was your experience measuring yourself? Isn't it easy? It's so easy to measure yourself. I know measuring from HSP to knee can be a little bit of challenge, but we can always work our way around that. You know, you could stand against a wall, put your height, old school, you know, mark your height and then your neck level, and then just go down from there and get your entire height. That's a sneaky trick. You could do that and get your entire height. So that's one way to do it. But at the same time, once you have these measurements, because bust, waist, lower waist, everything can be measured by you. You don't need anyone else to do that. You don't, or you could, you know, make it a measurement party. Call your girlfriends at home, you know, enjoy with a nice tea or drinks and measure each other, so that you guys can, you know, make it into a fun party. At the same time, have your measurements and make shopping easy for you. So let's get to the fourth measurement now, which is your full hip. Yes, your full hip measurement. And that is so easy and fun to get your full hip measurement, especially for dresses, skirts, shorts. Um, so right here, my full hip is about 40 inches. Let me play around with the screen. Can you see that? It's about 40 inches. It's the fullest part of my hip. It can fall anywhere for any of us. So you want to look at the fullest part of your hip, or the widest part of your hip, and measure that. I'm going to write 41 or 104 centimeters. So 41 inches or 104 centimeters. Now let me show these measurements on a dummy again. I'm going to do the bust measurement. So this is, so if you're measuring a friend, you know, full bust right here, which is about 35 and a half. If you see, I am about 2 to 3 inches below the shoulder blade. So that's the bust measurement. Now the waist measurement is about 26 and a half. This is a small size dummy, so you know they have pretty standard measurements. That's the narrow waist. And of course, sorry, let me rise her up. Okay, and then we'll do the lower waist and the hip. So that's about 35 inches is her lower waist, and hip is another 2 inches more, which is 36. So these are the 4 most important body measurements that you need to know while you're shopping. Your height, and it's helpful if you have HSP to knee. Your bust, all around full bust, full waist, and your full hip. Once you have these four measurements, you can shop with confidence. Yes, and I have a conversion size chart right here. It's the standard American size chart. If you want that and see what size do you fall in, I have the sizes in USA sizes and European sizes and Australian sizes here with the measurements. You see that? And if you want to go in depth, if you want to measure yourself for a fitted custom gown, I have more complicated measurements right here. And you can get these. Yes, you can get these measurement downloads for free. Just drop a heart in comments below. I will send you a DM. Just give me your email and I will email these to you, no charge. They're just free. You can print them out, do your measurements and tell me how that goes. Or drop me a heart or just simply send me a message that, hey, I saw your live and I would love to get these free measurement charts. They're all yours. Just let me know if you like them, if you want them. Guys, if you found this video to be helpful, do like my page, Sandhya Garg, label Sandhya Garg. I love it when I do these lives. You guys come interact with me, ask me questions. I read each and every comment and I personally respond to them. So don't hesitate about asking me anything. If you like this video, give me a heart in the emoji, or give me a thumbs up. I appreciate all of your responses. If you thought this video was helpful, do share it on your page, share it with a friend who might also find it helpful, or tag them. Tag your friends in comments below so that they can watch this video and measure themselves and shop with confidence. Now, before you go, I'm wearing a dress from my latest collection. It's my own design. It's the Shahe wrap dress. It's really pretty, easy and comfy, and I'm launching this collection next week live on FB. And if you guys want to be on the early access list and want a free gift with your order of my one-of-a-kind creations, just put your name in the early access link. I have it in the description. I'm also going to put it on comments. Just click on the link. It says early access Samud, and that's all. Just put your name and email and I will let you know when the collection launches. And once you order, you get a free gift with your order. It's so much fun. I promise it's super high quality. Can you see all the embroidery? Super fun. We'll talk more about my collection and I want to hear your experience about measuring yourself. So do send me a message or comment to this video. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked what you saw, do share the video and like the page. Take care. Bye. Thank you.